I'm Sergeant Steve Rudloff with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit. Earlier today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office received a tip that there was a body dumped behind building number 26 in the 5200 block of Hollycrest Drive. Patrol officers responded out to the area, and as they searched the area, they found the body of an unidentified black male, 25 to 30 years old, that was buried underneath a pile of trash. Homicide detectives responded to the scene. With the assistance of the medical examiner's office, we were able to determine that the victim had been shot multiple times. Further investigation revealed that the shooting occurred inside a vacant apartment near where the body of the victim was found. At this time, this is an active, ongoing investigation, and we're asking anyone with information in reference to this shooting to please contact the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and/or Crime Stoppers.
Do you have any kind of time frame between the shooting and when the body was found?
We do not. Actually, nobody called as far as there was no shot spotter, there was no calls for service in reference to gunfire. At this point, we're still trying to piece together a lot of the information. The tip did come into the Sheriff's Office this morning, so we're still trying to reach out to the individuals who made the tip. However, they led us here and the information was correct. Patrol officers did find the victim who was buried in some garbage back behind building number 26. And the victim, unfortunately, was shot multiple times.
And just to be clear, that's the creek right here.
There is a creek that runs next to it. However, the body was actually still on premise behind. There's a fence line that runs between the apartment complex and the creek, and they were inside the fence line of the apartment complex.
Not in the between building and fence?
Yes.
Okay.
As of now, zero suspect.
What is that?
As of right now, zero suspect.
Right now, there's no suspects. That's why we're reaching out to the public. Anybody with information, please call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers.
They're searching the creek just to see if for other evidence.
Any type of evidence. Obviously, we know that he was shot multiple times. Obviously, we're looking for shell casings. We're looking for any type of possible weapons, anything else that could lead us to identify who the suspect could be and/or the victim.
Would being inside an apartment, would that muffle the sound? Would that obscure shot spotter?
It's going to, and also to the residents. A lot of people do still live out here, and we did not get any calls for service in reference to gunfire during the last 24 hours out here. We do know it would have been in that time frame. So right now, there are people who live out here could have heard something. They might not have thought it was anything, but could have looked out, said, hey, we need those people to call the Sheriff's Office.
You never know what the thing is.
We never know what information they have, and it could be very vital to this investigation.
Based on the looks of the body, can you tell, was it in the last few hours? Was it dumped like within the day, or can you tell?
Easily within 24, I'd say probably 12 to 24 hours at most.
Okay, so more than likely when you got the tip and when you found the body, it was within a few hours of that time, you would think.
Would think. The evidence leads us to believe that.
I'm good.
I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.